I've never gone live on YouTube on a phone before, so this is new for me. I'm going to take you on a walk around the yard here. I don't know whether I can see comments on this or not. I guess it's an experiment. Come on, Badger. You don't need to go inside yet. There's Buttercup. What are you eating? Are you eating dirt? Are you eating grass? Ugh, wiener dogs. You know she's guilty. She won't look. So she's clearly guilty of something. What are you eating? I don't see anything. I don't know. Here's the bird feeders. I've done a few videos of the bird feeders. And we've got sort of a jury-rigged bird bath. I grow pineapples. Anybody can grow pineapples in Florida. All you gotta do is cut the top off of a pineapple, and instead of throwing it away, stick it in a pot or stick it in the ground, and it will grow. Now, it takes a couple of years to get up an actual pineapple, but it can be done. Those are maypops. Those attract the Gulf fritillary caterpillars. Oh, speaking of which, Gulf fritillary. If you see the little tiny white butterfly, that's not actually a butterfly. It's a skipper. It's a kind of like a small butterfly. There are three kinds. There's moths, there's butterflies, and there's skippers. We'll encourage anything we can get. The Jatropha is the plant there with the red flowers. The great thing about the Jatropha plant, it's not a native Florida plant, but it's Florida friendly because it doesn't harm anything that's natural here in Florida. So we like it because it attracts adult butterflies. They love the nectar on this, so it attracts butterflies all year round. There's a zebra longwing kind of going in and out of the picture. There he is. These guys here are the state butterfly for Florida. Zebra longwing, really beautiful. Not a particularly big butterfly, but a very beautiful one. I don't have caterpillars for those. I need to get some of the pipe vine. It's a type of plant that they would lay their eggs on, and their caterpillars would eat it. We don't have very many of them. There's a few that come up here naturally, but I can't really get them to propagate very well for me. Not like the maypops. These maypops, they sprout up everywhere. Look, down here on the ground. Yeah, see, there's one's popped up. This one just recently popped up. Coming up over here. There's one way over here. The maypops will just come up by themselves. So I've got lots for the Gulf fritillary to propagate on. Hopefully it'll grow up over this. The idea is to try and get it to grow up that trellis. Haven't had a whole lot of success. Over here we're growing some pumpkins and sweet potatoes, and let's see what else we got over there. A couple pineapples. More sweet potatoes in a pot. Over here we're growing some Everglade tomatoes. And these squash down here are Seminole pumpkins. I guess they're the kind that the Indians would grow. They'd grow anywhere in the east, I guess. These will grow all winter. Hopefully next spring we'll start getting some pumpkins. Got a lot of flowers on those pumpkins I'm growing in the other garden. Those bright yellow flowers. I thought they were related to morning glories, but that was incorrect. It's the sweet potatoes that are related to the morning glories. And these sweet potatoes haven't had any flowers on them. Is somebody commenting? Oh, let's go look at the comments. I think I disconnected. Am I back? I don't know who's going to be able to see these live streams off of the phone because YouTube has a tendency to limit small creators. And I don't think it likes it when I sit on the other side of the house. I'm probably connected to Wi-Fi. How you doing, Butter? You happy to see me? You're a good girl. What do you think, Badge? All right, let's see if a bird will come up to the bird feeder while we're out here. It's the middle of the day. They kind of take a siesta. The butterflies are really active this time of day, though. And that nice thing about that Jatropha plant over there with the red flowers, non-native, but it grows flowers 365 days a year. There's always flowers on that thing, so there's always food for the butterflies and the bees. We get a lot of strange-looking bees, like native Florida, bright green like a jewel colored bees. They don't really sting. They are very defensive of their territory, though. Like once in a while they'll set up in the butterfly garden and they don't want me to go in and weed, so I'll just wait until they're finished doing their business and then go after the weeds later. The big tree in my yard over there, man, that is impressive. Did you hear that? That guy spent a lot of money getting mufflers that would make just the right amount of noise to impress everybody in the neighborhood, so they would all know that he spent lots of money on muffler pipes that don't work. Anyway, the tree that I've got over there is a loquat. I guess we're supposed to call it a Japanese plum, but I can never remember that. I have trouble remembering loquat, to be honest. But they're like a peach, a very, very small peach with a very large pit. Plane's coming in very low. Let's see if I can see it. Oh yeah, it was directly over us. No wonder it sounded so loud. Wonder where he's headed. North, west of here. Oh, let me check the alarm. Yep. Apparently the alarm in my head is working perfectly. I set the alarm because I turned on the water for a little bit out here. And dogs found something to bark at inside. Somebody walking past. Maybe the mail came. Let me see if it'll let me show the tomatoes on here. They're so small, it's hard to see them. All right. You can just barely see them right in there. They're not going to be particularly big, but what they lack in volume, they make up in quantity. They're going to be really tiny little cherry tomatoes. I guess they're the closest thing to like the original what tomatoes came out of. Maybe not. Somebody did tell me they were a different species of tomatoes than the regular tomatoes that people eat. They've also told me that they are delicious. Not too much interesting going on out here. I got to start harvesting these sweet potatoes pretty soon. Now, I watch a lady on YouTube who says just stick whole potatoes in the ground. They got to be organic sweet potatoes, not regular potatoes. Like they got to be sweet potatoes, and they have to be organic because the non-organic sweet potatoes you buy at a store have some kind of a coating on them, and I think the idea is to keep them from sprouting. Oh, can you turn off the timer for me? Oh yeah, we can show you the loquats. This will have tons. These were flowers. There goes a butterfly. And they'll turn into little fruits. I don't think the flowers have come out yet on this section. There were some flowers up on the upper branches earlier. But after the flowers, we'll get some. Oh, there they are. This will show what the flowers look like. Here's a spider web in the maypop. Something just dive bombed me. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was a butterfly. It sounded like. Wonder if we'll get a bird out here. He's got something to say. Here's our bird box, or bird house. We had an agave plant out front that bloomed. And after an agave blooms, there's a big stem from the flower that stays sticking up for quite some time. And while it was out there, a woodpecker made a hole in it and made a nest in there. And when I cut it down, I saved the section of the stem there that had the bird house in it, and I tied it with tie wraps to this post in my backyard, and a chickadee made a nest in there twice. So we've had 2 successful chickadees nesting in one used birdhouse. If you've never seen birds nest, it's really something to see. The parents coming back and forth with bugs to feed the babies. Well, I guess I'm going to cut off the live stream. The dogs are ready to go back in. So what do you think? Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you like, it's free. Of course, this is an experiment, so I don't know exactly how to turn it off.